So you buyers out there, right, you are really struggling. You've been missing out on homes that you really want. You've been getting outbid. It's crazy out there. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 solid tips to help you, the buyers, win at the table. This is Kiwi the Coast, your luxury real estate specialist, helping you maximize and sell the value of your coastal home. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And let's get started. Let's dive in. So you buyers out there, you've been missing out on those bidding wars. Okay, here's 5 solid tips for you on how to win at the table. Number 1 is narrow down the area that you want. Look, put all your eggs in one basket and watch it like a hawk. So what does this mean? Well, instead of flitting around all these different neighborhoods looking for this house over here and this house over here, there's usually a neighborhood that you prefer. So stay focused on that neighborhood. Now, get up early, walk the dog, 6 a.m. Look at all those updates that we're sending you. Look at all the social media feeds from agents like us that are sharing off markets and coming soons, so you can be the first one to see that new home that's coming to the market. And you think I'm joking when I'm saying walk the dog, but get up early, walk the dog around that neighborhood that you want to move into and look for those telltale signs. For example, is there a moving van outside? Is someone painting their home? Is the gardener doing an extra special job to spruce everything up? Those are all the telltale signs that someone in the neighborhood you're looking at is going to be wanting to sell soon. Number 2, be all cash. But you're going to say, hey Kiwi, what if I need a loan? What if I can't be all cash? Well, this is where getting a loan commitment instead of a pre-qual is so vital in today's market. So what's the difference? Well, real quick, a pre-qual is really, hey, you breathe in the mirror, maybe they check your credit, you tell them where you work, and anybody can produce a pre-qual. But a loan commitment is when you submit all the paperwork that you would normally put together for a loan package, and I'm talking credit, bank statements, tax returns, all that W-2, 1099 information, so that a lender can go through, give you a loan commitment subject to a house. Now you can behave like an all-cash buyer because you're not really that contingent upon getting your loan approved. It's already approved, subject to that house being found and, of course, appraising. Tip number 3 is be the highest bidder. But you might say, well, Kiwi, how am I supposed to be the highest bidder when I have no clue what other buyers are offering? Well, this is our secret weapon. It's called the escalation clause. You go in with an offer, the seller responds highest and best. So we're going to put this up on the screen for you as a sample, but it basically says that you're willing to go over and above the next bona fide offer by a certain amount. Maybe that's $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, up to a cap, so that you can be the highest bidder but never exceed your maximum. So tip number 4 is get personal. Look, buying a home is a very emotional business, not only for buyers but also for a lot of sellers, and it's not always about price that the seller makes his decision on. They often want to know who's moving into their neighborhood that's going to be a fit for neighbors and friends who already live there. So get personal with a nice, well-crafted letter that explains why your family would be a fit for the neighborhood. Go one step further too and put together a nice photo collage. Hey, you and the wife and the kids, and don't forget the dog and the pets. People love that. And also, our idea is to put together a little video. We can do it for you, and that video goes to the seller. Remember, these days with COVID, we don't have the access in presenting offers that we used to in presenting buyers' offers directly to the agent and seller. So that video bridges that gap and allows you, the buyer, to really essentially have direct access and be able to tell your story to the seller. Highly effective. Remember, you got to tug at those heartstrings. Tip number 5 is you've got to write an offer that can be accepted without a counter offer. So what does this mean? Well, it means no lowballing. Sometimes you've got to be right off the bat at asking price, and why not if you know that 5 or 6 other buyers are interested in that home? That is a good place to start. What about seller choice of services? Make it so that the seller can choose escrow and title and termite company, home warranty plan. And look, there's a lot of things that you can leave out of an offer that we would used to write in there. For example, home warranty plans. I mean, do you really need one? Why not just pay for it yourself? And sometimes small things like that, when a seller sees that the buyer is going to pay those costs rather than him, the seller, be loaded up with all those costs, that can really change the emotional thinking of that seller and in your favor. Also, contingencies. Look, normally an offer, if you've got a loan, and hopefully that loan, as we mentioned before, is a loan commitment associated with it, you don't need all those contingencies. You've got usually an inspection contingency. Hey, you've got to look at the home, but there's also a loan and appraisal contingency. These days, with multiple offers, prices going above list price often, we're beyond what homes are going to appraise for. So maybe you come in and don't have an appraisal contingency, because a lot of sellers worry about that. And sometimes, if you've got that loan commitment, you don't even need a loan contingency. I'd never recommend not having your inspection contingency, because you've still got to check out all the as-is conditions in that home that you're considering purchasing. So what's the bottom line? Don't lowball. Write an offer that can be accepted. Get into escrow, because that's the key. Write that personal letter. Add some photos. And even if you miss out, don't forget to get into backup position number 1, because you'd be surprised how many escrows fall out. I hope you found that interesting. And remember, we're going to sell your home for more in less time. I'm going to help you do it. And we'll catch you on the next video. The Room.